Carson, man, killed this beat.
Yeah. Lost in the sauce. We got weed, we got blocks. Fuck you mean, triple ops. With that thing in my jeans, finna knock you out your socks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, or whichever persuasion you may lean towards. You're all welcome to the podcast. This is the Hard Pause Podcast with Julian, Blaq, and Quarter Water TV. Please make sure you're smashing those follow buttons on whichever platform you're viewing us from. And also feel free to join in and chat and comment however you may feel about whatever topic we're talking about. Appreciate you. Hey, listen, all the music that will be played is in the description below. We have, currently we have Slumpzero playing, but we'll be playing music from Shawn Silver and Mark Matthew. But yo, please feel free to join their Spotify's and also give them some spins over there. We appreciate it. So what's up? Turn it down a little bit.
That shit was a little loud. It was good.
Yeah, I got it on its own bar, so I can turn it down a little bit, so it's not crazy.
Yeah, you know how that shit go, but we gonna skip all the preliminaries. This is the first thing that was on my mind I wanted to talk about. You see, now after all that goofy shit Jada Pinkett did, right? You see her book is flopping.
Oh, I did see a couple of
that shit is flopping. Ain't even no cap. That shit flopping everywhere. It's like 171 on Barnes and Noble. It's like 80 something on Amazon books. This shit is flopping. And it started on Amazon. It started at like number 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And like as soon as it dropped, that shit dropped from like 3 or 4 to like 80 something. Like,
wow.
Well, all that cap, like all that, yo, you doing too much. It's in the art of war. They tell you when you fighting a war and you winning, fall back. Like you don't just keep fighting when you winning. She was doing too much. Like, you know
and I think she was expecting to have the numbers like Will Smith had. Will Smith's book did extremely well.
She a narcissist. She thinks she Will Smith. You ain't. You would have been fell off if you wouldn't have married this nigga. We'd have been forgot about you. And this is just a fact. Like, ain't no disrespect to you, but we'd have been forgot about Jada. Like,
yeah, I definitely like. There's a bunch of people that had the commentary where they were talking about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that she's like, it seems like she's struggling to gain fame from his fame. And he's still supporting. He showed up to the book opening and everything. I was like, damn, you know, she ain't making you look the best in this nigga. But I don't think he give a fuck as long as she was making money.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. I think on some real shit, a lot of this shit we be saying out here to public, he don't hear none of that shit, man.
Yeah.
He got money, so he can shield himself from that. But he out here looking crazy for real, though. And it's the thing, though. She played her hand wrong. She played her hand wrong, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because she could have, if she would have been more the supportive wife, I think people would have supported her more. Like she tried to, she got caught up in this new wave of just when she just started doing that red table talk. She seen the salacious shit started hitting, but she didn't realize that shit ain't sustainable. Like you could come out and get off on the drama, but that shit ain't sustainable. Like it's not.
And the problem with her is she's trying to make a man that people love look like shit. People love that guy. So
but on some real shit, even if it's somebody hate, right? If you keep throwing dirt on them and you keep going, eventually the tides is gonna turn. Like that's just how life works. Like I swear, if you keep going, like while you wouldn't say you got somebody everybody hates and you just keep going on them while everybody hate them, eventually people gonna be like, why the fuck you still talking about? Yo, man, it's you, man. That nigga ain't even that bad. Like it's you. That's what starts happening after a while. Like, and I think that's what's happening because when Will slapped Jada, right? She played it wrong because everybody was hating him. If she would have been more the supportive wife, she would have came off better. But she tried to throw dirt on him like everybody else. So this is what everybody started to be like, hold on, it ain't Will, it's you. He slapped him defending you.
Yeah. And that's what left a sour taste in my mouth, because she could have kept her mouth shut and been more supportive than saying the shit she said.
I think I ain't gonna front. I think even her keeping her mouth shut is disrespectful. She should have stood up for him. The reason why I'm saying that is they whole family legacy is on that nigga back. It ain't her.
Yeah.
It's him. He the one with all the money. He the one with the big movie. He the one. So she gotta show that nigga some respect. Like I think she started getting delusional and thinking it was her.
Really? That's crazy.
I think though. Look at it. It don't look like that to you.
Yeah.
I think she started getting delusional, thinking it ain't him. She the one that made him pop. Like,
yeah,
that's what it
that
seemed
is
like.
delusional.
Nigga, that nigga been helping you all your life, basically. He had you. You was on No, that was a different world she was on. That wasn't Will Smith.
Yeah. That was before Will.
She was on the Fresh Prince too. She was on a couple episodes too, or 1-2 episodes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was on it.
Yeah, she was on there. Couple. Like I think one episode she was on there, like a guest episode. But if she wouldn't have married that nigga, we'd have forgot all about Jada Pinkett a long
According to
time
Red
ago.
Table Talk, she didn't want to get married. Her mother kind of pressured her into it.
I believe that. I believe that too. I believe all of that too. Because she a narcissist. I think, especially back then, she probably thought she was probably on the rise too. She probably thought she was bigger than him back then too.
His mama said, "Baby girl, you got your hooks into this famous Negro. You need to hold on to him."
The mother knew what it was.
Mm-hmm. True.
The mother already, because the mother still her mother looked good too. To be an old ass lady.
They got some good genetics.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely got a good genetics.
Just bad people.
well,
Jada's not a good person.
Yeah.
No disrespect, she's not a good person. You talking about people be glossing past the fact that she was having sex with her son's friend, and he was sick when he got there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what one of my homies, we were talking about that circumstance with August, and she was saying
Turn that down a little bit in the back. It's kind of loud in my ears.
I'm sorry. What up? I got that shit almost all the way in the bottom. Hold up, let me turn it down in the app too. All right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, straight. Yep.
Right. Yeah, I was telling my homegirl about it, and she was saying that, you don't understand. August was being demonized by her. I said, but how? She was a married woman. She should have been keeping her mouth shut. How was she demonizing him? She was on the internet talking shit. I said, talking shit about a marital affair? That just doesn't seem like. I didn't even witness that. I just witnessed August coming out saying shit. I think people were presuming that they had a relationship and were talking shit, and then August maybe saw.
Nah, that shit came out. That shit came out from somewhere. The girl, the reason why I might agree with your homegirl, she probably followed Jada. We ain't following no Jada.
True.
So she probably seen that. She might have seen a little slick shit, Jada, and remember. And now after Jada talking about her and Will been separated for all these years, it's like y'all was running around. Yeah, y'all was running around doing whatever.
But none of Will's shorties came out talking shit or let that shit leak.
Yeah, because Will's is a narcissist too, but he a different kind of narcissist. He more about his image.
Mm-hmm.
He don't care. Like his shit is all about image. Like he like the fakest nigga on earth. Like, he come now when I see him laugh and shit, it look fake. It come off like this nigga is sad. This nigga's like the sad clown. Yeah, it's like it's like a fake ass lie. Don't none of that shit seem real to me now. Like he seemed like a sad nigga. Like you can't tell me you happy. Your wife divorce her, nigga.
I think she mentioned it on the Red Table Talk. It was cheaper to keep her, huh? And they said bad marriage for life. You was definitely husband and wife on that Red Table Talk, bitch. Now you putting out a book saying y'all been separated since 2016. That's weird.
She just trying to do anything to sell a book. That's what I'm saying. All of this disrespect of your family, and your book is flopping because it left a bad taste in the public's mouth.
Yeah, I think they said that Jaden didn't react too well when he found out his mom was smashing Aug. He did
How
not
else was he supposed to react?
Of course.
You see, he really never said nothing to this day about it.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett is embarrassing. First of all, because as a public, their image was all black love. That's what we thought they was. We
This
thought
is
they
true.
was like the epitome of black love. Like,
True that.
she
Even J.
fucked,
Cole said it.
yeah, she fucked the whole shit up. Like, that's what I'm saying. She played it wrong.
See, and I think in the day, Hollywood actresses and actors tried to maintain their image more than anything else. With today's, people are more with trying to maintain clicks and maintain popularity. They don't give a fuck about the image.
The crazy shit is it don't stay in power in the clicks though. Like the salacious shit, it don't last. The positive shit lasts longer though. It might move slower. I swear to God, it might move slower, but it lasts longer. Like that's why how you think like most of them positive, like them dudes that be preaching like black power, like them dudes been on YouTube 10, 15 years and but they got a steady fan base of people that'll give them money and all that shit because the positive shit lasts longer. The negative shit it don't last. It's good for right now. Like it's good to like jump on it and then you got to get off that shit though. You can't keep digging it into the ground because eventually it backfires on you.
Yo, there was an app I used to stream on, and it was a brother that was on there. That he wasn't even a brother. He was a white boy, but he had that brother swag, and he used to be forever sparking up drama with people. But this motherfucker would tell me when I talked to him offline, he was like, "Listen, I start the drama to get people to come to my stream, then I hook them by being entertaining once they get there." And then he said, "I got more and more followers." And he was like, the only problem was the owners of the app didn't like the drama. He started to spark up drama with one of their popular streamers, and they cut him off. They deleted him off the app. They did whatever they could to get rid of him. But he was bringing them money for forever, like just misbehaving, talking trash.
Yeah, the money don't matter to see. This is the thing I'm learning about YouTube too, just to make like a segue, right?
Yes, sir.
Even if you sometimes the money ain't worth it to the corporations, even if it's a lot. The drama, the money ain't to be connected to certain titles and shit, certain shit you saying it's not worth it. Like prime example, like Fresh and Fit, right? It was bringing in a lot of money, but they kept pushing the line and pushing the line. So after a while, it's like, all right, all of them, Andrew Tate, Sneeko, they always bringing in a lot of money. But after a while, with the controversy, it's like,
It was
nigga,
just too much.
it's
Well,
too much. Like,
you know what's crazy? YouTube never let Andrew's channel get monetized. He just got hella views. He never made a dime off of YouTube.
because
They
he
never
was
let him
controversy from the beginning. Like
from
you
the
know what I'm
very
saying?
beginning,
Like,
off the
yeah.
mark.
So certain shit you can't like you know what I'm saying, certain money ain't all money ain't good money. That's why I say keep pushing a certain line. Like even with the like the manosphere, they probably gonna end up getting Kevin Samuels too.
Well, Kevin's dead. He's not putting up no new content. You
I'm
think they
saying
still
they probably was gonna get him. I'm saying if he
if
was
he was still
alive,
around?
yeah,
Yeah,
they was probably gonna get him too. Like you
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? It's certain shit that you see. This is the thing, right? I was thinking because I seen something. Who the fuck? I seen a what's the name? A video of somebody posting. They was talking about just pearly things. You know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they was talking about how she posted. You know how on Twitter they be posting them polls.
Mm-hmm.
So she posted on Twitter who's more racist. It was blacks, whites, Hispanics, or Asians. Somehow on her poll the blacks was highest, which is crazy as fuck to me, right? All these other people hate black people, but we the most racist, right? Look,
Mm-hmm.
right now what the dude on YouTube was saying was the reason why she did that was because she knows her fan base is more the right wing now. Ever since she tied herself to Nick Fuentes, she got more of a right wing more of a right wing crowd. So she know the type of crowd that's why she put the poll up.
Is that
Now,
Nick Fuentes nigga really right wing?
yeah, what is he? He's not a liberal. He's super
Nah, I
conservative.
don't think. Well, I mean, some of the shit he's saying, because you think about it, the abuela from Cuba is conservative as well. she's not gonna get behind a nigga like Nick Fuentes probably because he's young and talks stupid. A lot of the Cubans, a lot of the Venezuelans.
Bob said he considers himself conservative, though.
Oh, he considers himself, but I don't think.
Yes, I done heard it. I done heard him say that a million times. He considers himself a conservative. He's a first of all, he's a Christian. He's a virgin.
He's a virgin?
He's a virgin. He never had say he waited till he's a weird kid. That's what I'm saying. He's like a middle America white dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
What's going on, Miss Brown, baby? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a conservative. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
but God.
Me and Pops had that conversation. He's like, what are you conserving if you're a conservative? I said, it's supposed to be, conservatives are supposed to be conserving traditional religious values, traditional government, and shit like that.
Right.
Alt-right niggas aren't supposed to be considered conservative. They considered like
that's like a new conservative now, like.
But that's because they changed the meaning of conservative. Like it's
exactly different. Now conservative with white people basically mean racist.
That's what they pointed out to be. But
you know what I'm saying? But I don't look at it like that.
Yeah, I never really looked at it too. I started paying attention, and especially when they started demonizing conservatives more so. So I started looking at it a little more. Then I started looking into it. I was like, okay, well, conservatives are supposed to be this. Now, Jordan Peterson points this out. He said traditional conservatives are supposed to be the people that toe the line. Liberals are supposed to be the outward thinkers and accepting. The liberals tell the conservatives when there needs to be time for change and supposed to fight for that change. Now it's like the liberals, like the really far liberals, they want shit to go a certain way and don't like hearing shit they don't like. So they kind of just attack your ass. Conservatives, the people they consider conservative are doing the same bullshit. But most of the people I know that are conservative that I actually know, they're not these racist Klan member ass people.
But they have those though.
Oh, they definitely do. Like shit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's groups of them. That's why it make it look like, all right, boom. Like if you got like the like some white nationalists, most of them is Republican, and they'll call themselves conservatives.
Yeah, now, yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's why it looked like that. That's why this is what turned black people off from Republican. But this is the crazy shit, right? Black people are turned off from being Republican, but we ain't turned off from religion when most of these racist groups is religious groups too.
Yeah, religious, because you can interpret the Bible any way you want.
But then most of them, like the Klan, is a Christian group for real.
Yeah, and the Klan was traditionally Democratic at first.
That, like I told you, man, that Democrat shit, that's the same shit. Like to me,
shit.
It's
the
Republicans,
same. And that's what I told people when I started looking at the history of shit. Republicans elected their first black in certain sections in the 1800s, right after we was freed. There's certain Democrat positions we didn't get elected to until like fucking 1996, 2000.
Yeah, facts.
So I just told them, I was like, yo, this shit's wild.
They the same. It ain't no different. They the same. Two weirdos. They infighting ain't got shit to do with us. Like that's the thing. When white people fight each other, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. They'll fight each other, they'll put they beef aside and come attack us. That's the way of America.
Yeah,
that's the American way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of circumstances.
Us thinking the Democrats is looking out for us more than ain't neither one of them. Look, they both trying to rob us. The only difference is the Republican will tell you in your face, no. The Democrats want to tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna get it, and then do bullshit like say, yeah, we're gonna do stuff for black people. Yeah, they'll run on that, right? They'll run their election on that. Then as soon as they get it, they throw everybody in the mix. They'll throw us with Latinos, gays, white women. They throw everybody in the mix. So then we don't end up getting nothing.
Yo,
that's the trick. Like that's the trick they keep hitting us with. Like
when they actually even talked about it, because they seen Biden's poll numbers have been suffering in the black community, especially when you lax immigration laws, it negatively affects the black community.
We starting to see the trick bag. That's what it is. Like, all right, y'all, you keep running on letting all these immigrants in, you letting them in, but you letting them, they coming to stay where we live at, and then they eating off the resources we already don't got. Like,
and no, here's the thing: is they're pulling resources out their ass that they claim they didn't have to help these folks. He was like, "Oh, so you couldn't fix this community this whole time? Yet you got freaking several $100 million to house all these mugs you let in."
And then you throw them on top of us, and then you throw them right on top of us too. They don't go in y'all neighborhood; they live right with us.
Yeah, like when you hear them rednecks out there going, "They're taking our jobs." If
No,
you're a landscaper, they definitely is taking your goddamn job.
I wasn't doing no jobs anyway, because they really not taking the white people jobs. Because most of their jobs, they just in the hood doing all the jobs.
The poor communities, it's different.
They doing all the hoods in the job. Like
I know landscapers who business will run out of business by undocumented people. These were like regular white dudes who had landscaping businesses. They can't afford to keep up because their employees, they have to have health insurance. They got all these overhead. They can't cut the prices for them. So everybody, there's way more poor white people than there are rich white people. So there's a lot of poor white folks that get affected negatively by the lack of enforcement.
Yeah, the poor white people was gonna be poor white people anyway. Y'all got a cheat code and y'all can't make money off it. It's fucking nuts.
But they did. They were off of landscaping.
No, I'm talking about mad shit. White people, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie to you. White people shouldn't be poor in America. Like, you know how much mediocre white people make content on YouTube and got so much subscribers? You be like, how? But it's so much white people here. They don't. You feel what I'm saying? They kind of got a cheat code. Like, think about go scroll YouTube and look how much mediocre content is up there, and then you tell me what's going on.
This African comedian had a bit where he tried to give some money to a homeless white guy, and then the guy took the money, and then he found out he was from Africa, and the guy like reached into his cup, gave him his money back, and added some money to it. Oh, exactly. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
That shit was hilarious. His bit, I fucked the whole joke up, but his shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I get the gist of it, but I'm gonna show you something that's crazy, right? Poor white people, they be poor as fuck, right? But somehow they people left on my house. Somebody explain that to me. That's some strange shit right there, nigga. Poor niggas that have, we don't live as savages they live. They be looking more poor, but somehow they people still got land in a raggedy ass house to leave them though.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was like some people say that our people weren't really trained for generational shit. And also there was a monkey Achilles heel thrown into the black bucket.
They be robbing us they done robbed us so many times, nigga. It don't even make no sense. Like them niggas done. Yo, the more I do, I swear to God, every time I do some research on something, the gist of the whole shit is we got robbed again. They robbed us mad times over the centuries. Like robbed us again.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, I've been like, there's some shit you brought to my attention. I've been reading up on. Like, I didn't even know like a bunch of historical shit, and I was trying to I was reading up on the breeding farms and different shit to that nature. And a lot of this shit I didn't find out till the past year or so. I didn't know anything about a breeding farm. No one ever told me about that.
I kind of figured out why they kind of treat us different than other black people, and why they kind of like be more trying to do shit to black Americans. I kind of figured out why. In all actuality, we supposed to be dead.
I've heard theories that thought like depriving us of healthcare, we would go extinct here. That was one of the things they did.
And they can't kill us. We like roaches. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. When they had slaves, the average life expectancy of a slave was like 25 years old. But to have a slave that was in his 30s was rare. Like people was dying, the slaves was dying in their 40s, like early, like crazy, like an old age of dying in your 40s.
There was someone that found a slave burial ground with children that had their joints worn down to the bones. They were working hard. I was like, oh man, that shit breaks your heart hearing about that shit.
But now when you think about it, it's like, damn, y'all did all this to people. How are they still alive? And still to this day, y'all say everything kill us the most, which I don't believe all that shit. Like they were saying COVID was killing the most. Y'all, every time something come out, it's killing us the most. I think that's a fair tactic. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
We the smallest population, everything killing us the most, but we still here. Like, how? What sense do that make?
13,
I don't
12 or
even.
13% of the population.
Yeah, but everything kills us the most.
Like they were talking about it too. Like even while Roe versus Wade was here, there was federal funding for abortion. Black people, 13% of the population, but equal out to 40% of the abortions from Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I don't believe none of that shit.
I kind of believe it.
I don't.
I
White
believe
people
it.
didn't. Nah, white people
You
they
don't
didn't.
believe black chicks was running there getting their coochies flushed?
I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I believe chicks was having abortions, but do you know what I'm gonna tell you? I don't believe
What's that?
a chick in the hood, right? Be 14, get pregnant, and have that baby. It's
Some
a
of
chance
them.
that she might have a baby. A
Mhm.
white girl get 14, she get pregnant at 14. What's happening?
Well, they added up for the other numbers. They were still like 70% of the
I
abortion.
still don't. I still don't. Some of them numbers, I think they be doctoring them numbers. I just do. I don't care what they say because one thing I know about them, they always try to make themselves look like they ain't doing shit.
Well,
The
some people,
internet is what exposed a lot of shit white people be doing. But if it wasn't for no internet, they'll still act like they don't be doing nothing. None of these school
yeah.
shootings ain't them. They'll be still acting like that.
Well, I know that a lot of pro-lifers were pointing out the fact that all the white babies were getting murdered, and then also the generations after us, they're not having babies like. Well, at least the majority of America is not having babies like they used to. You know.
I'm willing to take a gamble that most young white girls that's like in they teen, like they early teens, like they 14, 15, if they get pregnant, they mother taking them to go get that baby clip.
Yeah.
Black people ain't like that.
Yeah.
Some of them will, but I'm saying like as a whole, like it's a lot of girls out here that had kids when they was mad young.
Oh shit, my mom per se.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. But my granddad admitted, he said, "Man, Roe versus Wade was around then. He was trying to go get her a fucking free scoop. He was
Yeah,
trying
but there's
to."
always that conversation. People always say that. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I almost went and did. I almost, but they didn't do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of people out here that didn't do it. Like,
Yo, much love to Janet Plowman Horns. I appreciate the fact that she didn't do it. Willie D told me. She never told me this. Willie D told me. He said, "Thank God she ain't listened to me." It's because you wouldn't be here.
yeah, you know how that go, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure every household had that conversation if their young daughter get pregnant. But I'm
True.
telling you, as a whole though, a lot of times them women, them little girls be having them babies. And I feel like if you had 10 black girls get pregnant, that's like 14, 15. I'm gonna say most of them gonna have them babies. But if you have 10 white girls that get pregnant, I'm gonna say most of them chopping them up.
What do you think is the reason? Is it because they got better medical
The
coverage?
image. Nope, it's an image.
Mm.
It's more embarrassing for them. We don't really care. Like it's normal. You feel what I'm saying? In the hood, you be in the hood. It's not super frowned upon like how it would be if you live in the suburbs or you live in a white neighborhood and your little daughter, that little Becky Sue, got pregnant by Chad across the street. First of all, Chad everybody trying to talk you nigga. His parents, everybody. It's some women it's some little girls in the hood. They get pregnant. They mothers will still want them to have a kid for real.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
that happen before too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think old school grandmas and old school black women, they tend to be the most, supportive and open minded mugs. Their
If they was
grandma,
having kids at like 12, grandma might have had her first kid at 13, 14 for real.
and
Back in them days.
their marriages stay together. There was this
Mhm.
old black lady I saw, and they were asking her, and they asked her, said, "So if your man cheat on you, would you stay with him?" She said, "Hell yeah. Why not? I'm gonna go out there and learn some new fella. I know what he is. As long as he taking care of the house and he paying all these damn bills, he go out there and do something. I'm not gonna ruin my comfortability for some random, side piece." Old lady was like serious
Old
too.
lady ain't even looking through this man shit. This man at work, or this man working 16 hours a day. Like
He say he
he could
working
do
out.
it every year. Exactly. That man at work busting his ass. Like he ain't even talking.
Yo.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
so I got this video queued. I don't know how well it's gonna work. That's a caveat. It's from the Pivot podcast, I think it's called. You ever heard of them dudes?
Nah.
You think they hopefully it ain't no copyright junk. But
Get it. Fair use, man. I'm just gonna
fair
say that.
use. But the thing about it is they were talking about old girl with the what do you call it? The Cheesecake Factory broad that refused to get out the car and tried to embarrass old boy by sitting in the car, and then the women came out with a list of unacceptable first dates, which was a list of about 30 freaking things, including at your house for drinks. It was just a bunch of ridiculous stuff. And then the dudes came out with a list, and it was women that you shouldn't date. And the top of the list was single moms. Bitches
that's that's the shit that be hurting them though.
But
I don't care about dating no single mom. I ain't even gonna front. Like, I don't got nothing against it. Like
I will, but it matters because I've been stepdaddy one too many times for an appreciative broad. So I'm like, it's not my first choice. If I meet an awesome single mom that's worth my time, yeah, I might give her a chance. But I've already had at least one single mom that wasn't really a true single mom, but she brought her badass kids with us to our relationship. And I actually fell in love with a couple of them. They was my homies, but then she felt I didn't bond with them, and she didn't realize how much I was doing for the kids until she left. And then she realized she had to do everything. And within a short period of time, she sent them all to live with her dad.
She just wasn't shit. That's all that was. Like,
and she come across as a amazing, beautiful person.
See, that's the disguise, though. She really wasn't shit, though. when you uncover all that other shit. First of all, we ain't even gonna just play the clip, man. We ain't gonna give it to her. She just wasn't shit. Like,
we'll add it to the stage. Okay, these brothers, and I think they're talking about. Okay, I'll just play it. We'll let it go. Bam.
Some chicks got together and put out a list of places you can't go on first date.
I'm not paying.
Yeah, you paying, but it was paying. Bro, they had cheese. I can't take you to Cheesecake Factory.
I'm paying.
You paying?
The fuck you got a list?
They had a list. You can't take me hang out. I think it was like Waffle House is one of them. Like, I kind of respect Waffle House.
Waffle House.
One of them was to get drinks. You can't go on a first date to get drinks.
Wow.
That's the goal.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Feed your greedy ass.
Yo, correction. Waffle House, I have taken a chick. If we out at a nightclub and we hanging out and it's early in the morning.
That's like you can't. But I understand in Waffle House. I ain't mad at that. Like, just taking a chick to Waffle House. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at
for a first date. Hey,
yeah,
hey girl, you wanna go out?
Yeah, that's some like late night after the club shit. Like
exactly.
I ain't mad at that.
I let my boy here keep kirking.
Yeah, it's good to stop it and pause it anyway, just for the copyright sake.
They got together. It's a long list too. It's more than like 20 things of things you cannot, places you can't go for a first date.
And I am purchasing. It's on me. It's on you. And you're gonna tell me where to pay to take you. And I'm driving.
Yes.
So I'm paying for gas. I'm paying for meals, drinks, whatever. Yep. You're not pulling your ragged ass, dust ass wallet out. You're gonna tell me why I can't take you? Yeah. Man, you kiss my fucking ass. I'll tell you that. You talking about the Cheesecake Factory girl. You know what I'd have done? Because she talking about she's not getting out of the car. I would have called the police.
It said she was trespassing?
I would have said she's not getting out of my vehicle, sir. You need to get out of the car with your big greedy ass. Get out my car. I don't understand, man.
Pause it real quick. Pause it.
Yo.
The reason why he right though. Because when I'm supposed to keep arguing with you, get out my car. Like, you tripping.
Yo, and he came around to the door. Now they've had podcasts with her and him. And as they talked on her trying to embarrass him, you find out he had reservations at a really expensive restaurant. She was late over an hour, so they missed their reservations. She left him sitting outside her house for over an hour. And he sat there. I wouldn't have been patient. I probably would have left. A whole hour sitting outside. He was more than nice.
I ain't gonna front. You know what it is. Like, I don't know what kind of, like, who is pushing this kind of shit. But it's like they try to make like all black women is like this. I don't think it. Hell no, nigga. I ain't never had to deal with no shit like that in real life. Had you?
No, ever.
That's what I'm saying. I swear. Listen, hold on. Let me finish though. Let me say this though. I swear, I think it's some kind of somebody's agenda or something, nigga. Because I have never dealt with none of this shit these niggas be dealing with in real life. Like, and none honestly, of it. Like,
I never had a woman I went on a date with try to dictate where we go. They just went.
None of that.
Yeah.
None of that goofy shit.
I had some unfunny, miserable bitches I took on a date.
Yeah, that's normal. That's life.
And I said, you're not gonna fuck it up. I'm paying money. I'm having fun. I'm laughing and talking. She's stank faced. One time I even got the bartender's fucking phone number. I took this one chick out. She was so horrible when she went to the bathroom. There's like, I'm sorry your girlfriend's so mean. I was like, oh, she's not my girlfriend. I met her on Tinder. This is our first time out. For real? Yo, she gave me her number. Holla.
Yeah, sure.
She gave me her number, man. Because I'm gonna have fun regardless. You could be mean facing, mean mugging.
Now that's normal, but some of this shit these dudes be going through in these clips and all these skits and all that. I don't believe, some of this shit is agenda. It would look like agenda shit, like and that's all I deal with is black women, and I ain't never had no deal with none of this shit like that they be talking about, like none of this shit, like.
My black ass, I deal with all of them across the board, and I ain't had to deal with this shit. Black, white, and different, other. I deal with everybody, and I ain't never
say anything about where you take her. She was most likely raised right. Facts.
Yo, for real.
Now, if you taking her somewhere crazy, some of that shit I agree with, like Waffle House and like it's a certain weird shit.
Or some shit
like but ain't nobody doing that though. Like in real, like, who the fuck doing that?
Yeah,
like, who was doing that? Like taking a chick to McDonald's. But this internet is crazy because people will be on this internet saying all kind of shit, like, and it's not real. In real life, it's not really like that.
I've met a girl on Tinder and she said, hey, you want to meet up for drinks? I say, yo, sure. Where you want to meet? And they pick Applebee's. And we roll out to Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? I cover the tab. We chill. I had this one sweetheart. She was such a sweetheart. I actually wanted to take her on a date again. I went to pee and came back to pay the tab. She already paid it and left a tip.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. And she was such a sweetheart. I said, why are you single? But then I still didn't take her serious either. So we never.
Probably why she single. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, I be feeling like it's agenda. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They try to make it seem like it's some kind of gender war out here. Like, because then you'll see the extreme. Like, now, maybe you guys look for a lady instead of a woman. Take something for a lady. That's a fact, too. Yeah, that's a fact. You get you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially if you mature. And like I've met some pretty graceful and mature women that were freaking amazing to be around. They were great that you just like their company. You know what I'm saying?
There's plenty of women that's you know what I'm saying? That's that's why I said I don't be seeing none of this goofy shit these niggas be going through on the internet. I don't.
And here's the one thing I can't say. Good women ain't gonna wait for your ass if you're not taking them serious. Every good woman, most of them, not all of them, but most of the good women I met over the years that I didn't take seriously, they're all married. Somebody met them and put a ring on it.
That's a fact.
Somebody met them and put a ring on it, recognized their value. Even though I wasn't ready at the time, that doesn't take away. And I'm still cool. I'm not gonna try to holler at you if you got a man. I never done that.
Yeah, no, you just lost, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
You got lost. You lost one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The dating game.
Yeah, it is weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's definitely weird, especially if you're looking at it from the aspect of this internet. Like, it's definitely strange out here. Like, it is. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
the internet is crazy.
But you've been an internet dog, though.
You right. I've been on here.
So you know how to surf you know how to maneuver on this.
Here's what changes. Here's what changed since the dating realm.
Mm-hmm.
Before you used to have to meet a girl and gain her confidence to go out with her. These girls like, I ain't got time for the bullshit. You need to meet me up tomorrow. They aggressive. They want to meet immediately. And that scares me because there's people meeting up to rob you, and this bitch is like over aggressive to meet you. I'm like, nah, shorty, you're gonna have to gain my confidence. I ain't trying to be all vulnerable.
Yeah, back then everybody ain't had no computer. You was on the internet. It was shit. It was niggas. A lot of niggas ain't had the internet, but you first started getting on it.
Yeah. Thanks to Willie D, man. He educated us. He was the first. He was the first house in the terrace to have color TV, rolling in Cadillacs, rolling in Cadillacs with 8 tracks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yo, this is a funny video clip I wanted to play for you. Hold up. Let's see. This shit is goofy. Hold up. Let me add this hoe in. Little click.
So they call you Spin. I would think they would call you like the Black Peter Griffin.
Nah, why you say that though?
It's a mirror right there. You see it? You can see well, you can't see everything, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Them niggas is giggling. They ain't shit.
Why crazy?
They call you the Black Peter Griffin. Why you say that? Nigga, there's a mirror.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
Hold up.
Right. Something you ain't said that first. She said school. Yeah. These young girls are different. That's why I be like, I'm not attracted to them young chicks.
Here's one of the problem with some of the younger chicks. Normal men aren't trying to run out here and swing on motherfuckers because they made them feel some kind of way.
That's a woman.
That's a woman thing, but they love men that behave like women, that will snap at the drop of a dime. They think that shit's sexy. If they're gonna smack a nigga just for making them feel some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And they love that. They think that shit's sexy, and it's not. You can't risk your livelihood and your life for some dumb shit.
Yeah, that's a fad though. That shit don't last because most of them niggas gonna end up in jail. You living like that, you're gonna end up in jail. Can't be flipping, especially a black man. You can't be just out here being emotional, thinking with living off emotions. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we got a lot of young niggas. Like this one thug was saying it. He was in jail, and he pointed out there's all these young black men in jail. They're all in there for murder because the nigga made them feel some kind of way.
That's exactly what it be. Yeah. Because most of the killers and shit that niggas you grow up with, them niggas be killing people and shit. Most of them niggas be emotional.
Yes, very emotional.
They kill you over a girl. They kill you because you hurt their feelings, shit like that. That's really what most people be dying because you hurt a nigga feelings.
And the thing about it, that's what the motherfuckers say. Your feelings could change. You might feel this way today, but not tomorrow. But you can't change your mind if you done took a motherfucker's life already.
Facts. That's a fact. It's too late. That's something you can't take back. It's crazy. I feel sorry for the young girls. Yeah. This is sad on both ends for real. Like, it's crazy.
It is. So, there's another article. Remember we taught up. I said I wanted to bring it up over here.
What's that?
And you told me to do it. It was a young lady. It was a young lady. I'm trying to open it up. It's being a little slow because I actually got an article to read. There was a young lady that hold up, let's open up the article itself. I got her picture up in here because that's something you need to look at itself. So this young lady met a man on a dating site. They got together and they did a bunch of drugs, including ecstasy. So they meet up at the hotel and they start to have a sexual excursion. Whilst in the midst of the flaming passions of their excursion, this gorgeous young lady decides to eat this nigga's dick. She literally bit his penis and he tried to fight her. She got bruises on her face. He tried to fight her to get her off of his joint. And hold up, let me at least try to read it. It was in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. Florida is a crazy place anyway.
Yo, in Orlando, Florida, police charged 29-year-old Patricia Vaughn with attempted murder after she chewed a man's genitals so severely that he needed surgery.
Oh my God.
The man met Vaughn online, where she is listed as an escort after a romantic dinner at Applebee's. See, this bitch was good. Applebee's was good enough for her.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't complaining about Applebee's. So, okay, after they met, they had their romantic excursion. Vaughn started biting the 30-year-old man's genitals and causing him to bleed, and he was trying to beat her off his junk.
Man.
He even tried gouging her eyes out, and that shit didn't work. Now, this beautiful lady right here, I'm gonna put her picture up here. Hold on.
I'm crying. I'm crying.
This is her. I mean, she got a full set of lips. All the bruises on her face was him trying to.
She looked crazy, man.
She got an Eddie Munster. You always do good with a
chick. She must have had a wig on. I'm guessing. I'm guessing she had a wig on. That's what I'm guessing. I don't think she had a.
So her eyes don't even look bloodshot yet. He tried to gouge her eyes off to get her off.
She got that Eddie Munster.
Oh. I always told people the ultimate.
I'm crying. I'm crying.
The ultimate trust is a man putting his meat into a meat masher and trusting it. That's the ultimate trust. Getting head is the ultimate trust. You trust that woman with your life because she can end it. She can end it.
I ain't gonna lie, son. I got like I got radar for like weird. I don't like that weird type of shit. I would have never put myself in that predicament. I'm gonna show you why. First of all, when I look at her, even when I can picture her without the bruises, she look a little bugged out. That's number one. What?
No, go ahead. Finish. I want to hear what you say.
She look a little bugged out. That's number one. Number two, I'm definitely not gonna be doing no drugs with her. A whole bunch of drugs with somebody that look crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're right.
You just asked for it, like, and then he had to be crazy too, because you sitting there just gouging her eyes.
Well, you think about it. She got your shit in her.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. She would have looked way crazier than that if that was me. She didn't look as crazy as she should look like.
She should have been looking like Rihanna after that Chris Brown episode.
Worse than that. Like, I would have been dropping. I don't think the way what I would have did to her, there's no way she would have been able to because I would have just imagined that pain gotta be so crazy, dog.
Yeah, he needed surgery. My guy needed surgery, dog. My guy definitely needed surgery. So yeah, that was the craziest article I seen in a minute. I was like, I gotta remember to mention this. He was like, make sure you save it to your notes, bro.
Yeah, that's man.
I send you so much crazy shit that I find.
It'd be so much of that shit. I'd be like, man, oh my god, son, that shit. That's a crazy. Oh, did you hear about the dude that ate the dude brains out here
in Connecticut?
In Bridgeport, what you talking about? Let me show you something. Look, this was a few years ago, right? It was this dude. I forgot. I don't know his name, but he took a man in the cemetery on the west. What's that? Grove,
Mountain Grove Cemetery.
Yeah, yep. He took him in that cemetery, killed him, and he got caught in there like he was eating his brains. Right? Look, he went to jail. He just got out though. That's why. That's what made me remember. They put him in a I forgot how much time they gave him, but they ended up taking him out to jail and putting him in a psychiatric hospital, and then he let him out. He in Waterbury now. Wow. Waterbury right now. He out. Ate somebody's brain. This wasn't even that long. It's probably like he did like probably like 12 years, something like that.
12 years.
If that, I don't even know if it's that long for real. But
damn. You can murder motherfuckers and chow down on their noggin
Yeah, a black dude too, like 2 black dudes killed the old black man.
Yeah. See, I be telling people, black people we transcend in whatever category we decide to get into.
Nah, that's some mental health shit, man. That nigga was crazy as shit.
But here's the deal. I looked up black serial killers, which there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, they got them. But
every video, them motherfuckers in the picture and they mugshot like this.
Yeah, they look crazy. That's why I be like, they look crazy. It's none of them that look like, you know how the white ones, some of the white, but I ain't gonna front to me. Even the white ones look crazy though. The white ones be looking crazy, except for Ted Bundy look crazy sometimes. Nah, sometimes they had some pictures of him. I be like, that nigga look crazy. His eyes like used to be his eyes. People used to look dilated sometimes. I'm like, this nigga look crazy.
The yonder eye, they call it. The yonder eye.
He look crazy to me sometimes, but sometimes he look normal. Like Jeffrey Dahmer, I would have smelled that on that nigga all day long. Look like a serial. He looked like a serial. Hell no. Hell no. He looked like a serial killer all day to me. Once it's a profile of them. Most of them middle-aged loners. If you see them, they be middle-aged and they always be by themselves. They be quiet to themselves. That's the serial. That's the profile.
After watching Jeffrey Dahmer's biography, had his parents been in his life more, he would have just been a gay dude not eating motherfuckers. He just kind of was left to his own devices as a young man. That's where he murdered his first person. And now, even here's how bad the first murder he did. They had to soften it in the movie. They took
it was crazy.
They took all of the crazy shit out. They took most of it out.
You know it was crazy. This is the softest era ever. If this was the 80s, they would have put all that shit in there.
Man, for real.
They would have put everything in there. Like, but yeah, that's how, you know.
And the dude that murdered him in jail said that, Jeffrey just didn't seem to be remorseful. He seemed to be gloating in his glory.
He killed him, and they be failing to mention that dude killed him and Jeffrey Dahmer man too. He killed his man too.
Oh really?
Yeah, he this nigga was a gangster. He killed Jeffrey Dahmer and his man. He already had he wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's what
Especially if you one of them states that don't got the death penalty. You just do whatever you want in there.
I remember when I was a CO over on Wellesley Avenue, and we had this one inmate that used to come through all the time, and me and him would joke a little bit back and forth. And one day that motherfucker came in quiet. I said a joke to him. He ain't say shit. He just walked back to his cell. Another motherfucker said, "Yo, officer, that nigga just got life." I was like, I am not joking with him anymore, obviously.
Man, jail shit is crazy. I done got some crazy ass jail story. I seen a nigga almost get beat to death. All I seen was brown. It was like 3:00 in the morning. Nigga, nigga, it used to be as quiet. I was in Gardner. You know what Gardner is?
Mm-hmm.
In Newtown. I was in Gardner. High bond. My bond was like 250,000. I was a kid too, like 22 years old or something like that.
Shit.
But where I was at, they had me on the bottom tier, and on the top tier, like this where the dude sellers. It used to be this dark skinned dude. He was to this day, this was the scariest nigga I ever seen in my life. Big dark skinned dude. He never said nothing. I never heard his voice to this day. He never said nothing to nobody. And most of the whole time I was there, he never had a cellie. Then one day they brought some new dudes in there, and it was the Spanish dude. They put this Puerto Rican dude in the cell. So one day I'm up late night reading my book, got my head toward down towards the end of the bed so I could get the light from the little door so I could see and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there reading. Next thing I know, I hear then I hear the Spanish nigga yelling. He like, CO, help. So I get up. I look at the little cell, the little window, look at the window. And I look. All you see, the little box window, all you see is the nigga Browns just going up against the windows. The nigga just I guess he in there just throwing them around in the cell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know how late night, them COs don't really be want to do nothing late.
Mm-hmm.
It was one CO in there. Man, that CO sat there, he waited. The CO went upstairs. He hit the button. He went upstairs.
Okay,
he hit the button. He went upstairs. He looked in the cell. He just waited.
Yeah.
Nigga was beating the shit out this. Yo. By the time they came, they come with the cameras. The last dude come with the camera. They came in. They popped the cell, right? When they popped the cell, he was beating the Spanish dude so bad, they didn't even run up in there. That's what they did. I'm gonna show you what they did. He was beating a dude so bad. The dude, when they finally got a chance, they grabbed the dude by his legs and just dragged him out. The Spanish dude, they dragged the Spanish dude out first. They dragged him out by his legs. They sat him downstairs on one of the, the tables, little table shit. And that nigga head looked like Tommy Hearn. I mean, like Martin when Tommy beat it for it. They bring the black dude out. He ain't saying shit. Come to find out, the black dude caught him beating his dick on the bunk. That's a no-no, nigga. You beat your dick while you're celly in there, nigga. You tripping.
Yeah.
You go in the shower with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You got no jail protocol. Like, that shit was one of the craziest. So his head was big. Yep. Like, this the crazy shit. They brought the black dude out. He was out for 2 days, and they brought him back and put him back in the same cell. He never got a celly again after that, though.
I mean,
he definitely was in there for killing somebody, though. 100%. But the dudes, my bond was 250. The dudes up there was $500,000 or better. Like the dudes on the top tier, they bond was $500,000 or better.
Yeah, that's CO 101. You don't crack that cell while you're in a unit by yourself. Never do
by yourself,
that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you never do that.
He would have got beat up anyway. It was a little dude too. Little CO.
No. Well, here's what happened. One time in my first year on Whaley, I'm sitting there, I'm doing my rounds, and in one of the tier doors, because it was like the bubble in the middle, and you had like a box here, a box to the left of you, right of you, and to the right, and then control each tier, popped each cell individually in the day rooms. Mm-hmm. One of the doors was broken, and we couldn't get it to work. I walked my goofy ass down doing my end of tier check, my end of shift check. While I'm at the furthest end of the fucking tier, the door down there goes, bzzz, it closes. So I'm locked in a tier. There's no way for me to get it. The bubble's empty. Luckily, that bubble was locked, because if I would have left that shit open, I'd have been fired. So I hit my body alarm and hid from the camera. Everyone came running, thinking I was in trouble. And it was like, why'd you hit your body alarm? I said, the unit was out of control. If someone's dying in a tier, I can't even go check on them or call a code. I'm stuck in a tier. Nobody. Right. And some of the lieutenants commendated me. Then it was a black lieutenant, of course, that was just talking shit, calling me all sorts of stupid motherfuckers
all the time. Like, I told you, you're probably Nigerian too.
Nah, he was regular black. Just ass. I remember he was Lieutenant Little was his name. I think his name was.
Hold on.
I'll tell your mom. Oh, he can't hear me. But hold on. Let's put a little bit of. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, if you're coming to this podcast from Quarter Water TV, or if you're coming here from any of my Julian Blaq channels, please make sure you're smashing that follow button and coming back and chilling with us anytime. We do this podcast every Sunday afternoon, and we're here for you. If you got some ideas from topics you want to hear, just hit us up. We'll discuss them. If you feel like making a comment or any statements in the chat, we'll discuss them live here on the stream. But we appreciate anybody that came through, and please feel free to come through anytime. Much love, much love. Also, any music you hear in this podcast, if you like it, the links to the
light give me a headache.
What happened?
Said if I just leave that shit with the light, that should have give me a headache.
Oh, definitely. Hey, what's up, cuz? What's going on, cuz? So Chevette hit us with the heart. Thank you for the love.
Thanks for the love, cuz.
Big cuz, she's our older cuz. She babysitted both of us. Yo, appreciate you, fam. Oh no. Okay, that's some shit that's not even on my list.
Oh, some shit that just kept playing.
Yeah, that's weird. I got it locked into our family.
Look at shit, that's a fact.
For real. All right, let's put the youngest cuz, Shawn.
That's all I got, man.
You ain't got my money. What is this? It's called Percy's Revenge. But yo, hey, listen, Shabbat, much love to you. I appreciate you because, you know, thank you for popping in and saying something, man. We appreciate that. I be messing up the lyrics on this song. It's one of my favorite Shawn songs too.
This is fire.
Hey, too close. The closest Thanksgiving. Acting like a jive turkey if you want.
You know who I be seeing too? Sometime I be seeing Dwayne. Remember Dwayne used to sing with?
Oh, Dwayne, that's Ronnie's little brother. Is Ronnie?
I don't know who Ronnie is, but Dwayne, he live around the corner too somewhere. I be seeing him all the time. Mm-hmm.
Those is Newfield niggas, man. Dwayne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That mother could sing too.
Yeah, he definitely could sing. I ain't gonna lie. Little short, little Cisco looking nigga. Yeah.
Oh, man, that boy has some top on, right? That boy could sing.
He definitely could sing. I ain't gonna lie. I think he definitely could sing. Hell yeah.
That's crazy. My boy, you remember my boy Dementre?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were roommates at one point. Dementre was renting to him years ago.
Shit, you never heard from what's the homeboy that won The Voice? That was The Voice he won, right?
Oh, Javier.
Yeah,
Once in the blue, I talked to Javier. He recently lost his mom and his dad. He lost his dad first.
What, during that COVID shit?
Probably close to it. I think he lost his, if I don't remember correctly, I think he lost his dad first and then his mom. It's unfortunate. Yo, much love to the Cologne family, and you know, my condolences go out.
Yeah, I remember y'all used to be in Pop's crib doing the sing the vocal lessons and shit. I remember that shit too.
Now you know that brother went on to win Amateur Night at the Apollo. He rode it all the way to the end and won that shit.
Oh, he won that too?
Yeah.
He definitely was talented. I ain't going front. Like he should have blew up. I don't know what happened. Like what happened with that shit? Most of them dudes from The Voice blew up. Like,
well, with him, he had a record deal way before The Voice with Sony.
Oh,
Sony,
he had one already.
He had one, and that shit didn't go anywhere. Sony wasn't really promoting him, I think. But he, like right now, he has a whole ass family. He got 2 daughters, a wife, and I think he spent a lot of time spending time with his family. And then he also started what's the word I'm looking for? He was like helping people compose and write songs, and he was doing performances to make money too.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. He still was doing music. His TikTok blew the fuck up. He does duets with niggas on TikTok.
Oh, that's the move. Like if you a nigga that, you feel what I'm saying, get to hop on that TikTok or start a YouTube channel.
He might have a YouTube. I didn't see his YouTube. I know he's definitely.
I never check. He probably does though. Most people do. It's one of the top search engines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe if next time I see his one of his TikToks, because usually people link their YouTube and their TikTok and shit, so you can go in there and look it up. But he seemed to be doing good, man. I talked to him. If I message him, say what's up, he always messages back and say what's up.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That nigga ain't on no Hollywood shit.
Nah, he's.
I swear, once we get some motion, we definitely got to bring Bernard and Pops up here. We definitely got to bring Pops up here.
Definitely.
We got to just keep the topics light when Pops come up here. Like,
yeah, we can't get emotional. I mean, we was talking about something, man. It was Pops did some dumb shit where they drew down on a 7-year-old kid with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pops, you know, he ain't like that shit. He's like, it was a 7-year-old baby or 5-year-old baby with his mom. I was like, yeah, I don't get emotionally connected to that shit, Pops, till I read the whole story. And he sent us a link, I think, to our joint text. I gotta go read it. Because last time
them joint was I don't even be seeing them shits. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yo,
them group message, I got my shit turned off. Like,
yeah, yeah, my all my alerts is turned off. I have to open up the messages to see them, but they'll show they're unread. Like there was one time it was a pregnant chick, right? They put it out that she was pregnant and put it out that the cops shot a pregnant black woman 5 times, unarmed pregnant. Come to find out, the bitch wasn't pregnant. She just had a beer belly and she had a gun when they shot her. The cops was worked up. Now, how are they going to excuse this shit? I was like, yo,
the cops that they probably don't realize he old, so they believe everything they read and see on the internet. You can't believe none of that shit. Like I be trying to tell her, like you can't believe that shit, man. And then you can't believe half of this shit you see with your own eyes for real now. Like
now, granted, his one with the kid and the mom, they may be okay, but he may be right about it. But I was like, I don't get emotionally connected to none of those shits. You know,
until you find out, because you was law enforcement though. That's
even if I find out, I still don't get it. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't know them.
I ain't gonna front. I don't like hearing shit about kids and shit like. Or women either. Like you know what I'm saying, defenseless women and shit like that. I don't be like.
Yeah, I agree. My biggest thing, I hate bullies. I hate people that victimize people. They try to hurt kids and stuff like that.
Police be bullies, niggas.
Yeah.
What you mean? Police be yelling at people, aunties and shit like that. Be yelling at grown ass ladies. I be like, nigga, chill out. Like I be telling people. I think most of them on steroids.
Some of them you might be right.
I think I got a theory. I think most of them is on steroids.
You really think so? They do drug testings at the PDs, though. Right?
They be letting them know when they gonna do it, though.
And you can cycle off for like a couple weeks and be clean.
As long as not one of my family members, I don't care. That's real shit, though. But
I have a little bit of sympathy for the motherfuckers. That's what I told.
If it be a grown nigga, I'd be like, or somebody like I hear the whole story. Somebody was doing some bullshit and they get there. I be like,
y'all remember we was discussing the current news, and it was this brother that fell asleep drunk at a drive-through, and then when he woke up, the cops was like knocking at his window, and when he got out of the car, this motherfucker grabbed a taser and started running, and they were chasing him down, and he tried to tase him, and they shot the shit out this nigga. And my friends was like, "Oh man, that's crazy. They shot. Why couldn't they have wounded him in the leg?" I was like,
y'all niggas crazy. Once first of all, once them bullets start flying, both of them start shooting. You getting hit, nigga. That's how they go. Also, like, niggas don't shoot the wound. Like,
no, a taser could incapacitate you for 5 to 6 seconds while they grab your gun. You ain't gonna wait till they tase you. You're gonna shoot the fuck out.
And once the niggas start shooting, they not shooting to shoot you in no leg and try to wound you. They gonna try to tear your ass up. Like.
Yeah, the problem is too, they're trained to shoot at the biggest portion of the target. If that don't work, then they go for the head. The biggest portion of the target, all the shit you need to live, that's the more likely place to hit if your adrenaline's going. Because you're gonna miss a bunch of the shots. Your best bet is to be trained to go for the big portion. And that's what they're trained to do. They're trained to hit you in that body box with all that lung and heart, all that shit you need. And if that don't work, they go to the head, because that means you got body armor on. Then I had a dude that he actually had a shoot situation where he shot a motherfucker. He said while it was happening, he said on the movies, you know how they drop when you hit them? He said this motherfucker kept coming. He said he thought he was missing.
Niggas be high, yeah. Niggas be high on shit. You be shooting them niggas ain't dropping. Nigga.
He said, we'll finally stop him. He hit him in an artery in the neck, and it shot out, and his brain lost blood, and then he dropped. But he was hitting him in the body. Every round was going in, and this motherfucker still had momentum coming. He said he was in his head. He thought he was missing. He hit every shot in this guy's body.
He was hitting him with a 9 or something.
It was a 9, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. Nigga was eating them shits.
He said, man. He said that shit was crazy. He said, I was
eating them shits.
In his head, he was like, what the fuck? Am I missing him? He was just hitting him. And then he finally hit that neck where it hit the artery, and then his brain lost blood, and he passed out.
If nigga would have been hitting him with that 40 or something like that, he wouldn't have been eating them shits. Yeah. That's how I knew it was a 9 or some shit. He wouldn't have been eating them shits. Like,
the quickest thing they're doing with the gun control laws, they're trying to take the AR-15. if I hit you with my 40, you have a likelihood of death. I can hit you with the AR and miss every vital organ because the AR don't got no stopping power. It just goes straight through you. It just goes straight through you. The most deadliest weapon is a hollow point 40 caliber.
Yeah,
That
they ain't gonna, them shit's always gonna be on the market. They ain't never gonna take them shits off the market.
Going after the gun that most people don't have. They are.
All of that shit is just democratic bullshit. They're trying to take that. It's not gonna make no. I don't know what they think, because you take them guns off the street, them guns still gonna be on the street. Because guess what?
Definitely.
The government still has to make money, so they're gonna still put them guns out in the street and sell them on the black market.
Well, the black market is always, you can't, gun laws don't stop the black market. All the gun laws do is increase the value of those weapons on the black market.
This is what I'm saying.
You had that theory. You mentioned that before. I never heard.
This is what I'm saying. I'm thinking a lot of these law shits. You know, it made me start thinking that when I told you I was watching Boardwalk Empire.
I gotta watch that.
And they were celebrating like when they first passed the law to make alcohol illegal.
Mm-hmm.
The politicians, the Republican niggas, they were celebrating because they knew how much money they was gonna make from it off the black market.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of that shit that's what that shit be like. Cause you still gonna sell them guns because people still got them switches and all them shit's illegal. How they getting them?
Yeah. Black market, man.
The black market,
and right now with the border wide open and when they got border patrol busy being babysitters, escorting kids and military age men into the country, twice as much shit is coming in on the black market, twice as much fentanyl.
And it's always like that when we need money. I'm telling you, when you get to the back end of that black market, it's the nigga in the government, man. I could be wrong, but that's my thing. Yeah, it's the nigga. Because look, I even noticed that when the coke started going up before this fentanyl came out, the coke used to go up the same time the gas used to go up simultaneously. I used to be like, yeah, that's them playing with that shit. That's the government, nigga. That's the government playing with that shit.
They even said when the gas prices go up, the value of cars go up, all that shit like goes up.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it's really all connected.
Because you got when you think about it, you gotta break it down. It really goes down to the trucking. What happens is when the gas go up, the truckers gotta pay more. Then you gotta pay more for your items in the stores and so on and so forth. So everything gotta go up. Like that's what happens.
I told people when Biden first got elected and he started shutting down the Keystone pipeline, I said that's not gonna be good. And then he signed up for Russia to finish their pipeline.
And Biden is one of the worst presidents of all time.
It's crazy. They said that the Don was supposed to be the Russian plant. He wouldn't let them finish that pipeline. He made sure our shit was going, but he stopped theirs. But when then Biden came in and he's supposed to be, I was like, that's just weird.
I don't know. I don't get into that Democrat Republican shit.
It's not really, and I don't think it's him. I think that he's being pushed to do things a certain way. I don't think it's him because if you listen to a younger version,
he don't know his ass from his elbow right now, nigga. That nigga don't know what's going on right now. I don't think he know what's going on for real. Kamala don't know what's going on. It's somebody else running shit. He don't know what's going on for real.
What they did piss me off. I'm not a fan of Kamala, but when they made her the borders are, I was like, that's a problem she didn't create and she can't fix it. It's the president's policies that can fix it. How you gonna sign your VP? That let me know that Biden don't like her. To put her in charge of a failed.
You know why you can't feel sorry for her? Because she played herself. You played yourself. You knew that nigga was using you because you was brown. And you pretended like you was black, and we know you ain't black for real. Ain't nothing about you black, and neither one of your parents black. Your father looks Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican Indian. And your mother Indian. Like, the fuck you talking about? Just because Jamaican, there's Indians in Jamaica too. Like, he looked coolie to me. When I seen a picture, he looked like a coolie nigga. Just an old man.
It was funny when they were talking to her on the Breakfast Club, she was saying she listened to Tupac and smoked weed in college. And it was impossible because Tupac was
not with that pasty nigga you got.
Oh, you know who
she husband she got?
No, you remember Montel Williams?
Oh, she was smoking then. My bad. I forgot about that. She was smoking.
No, she wasn't.
I give it. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. You know, Montel smoked more than a motherfucker.
Yeah, but she wasn't smoking, listening to Tupac. He didn't have albums out.
Well, she wasn't listening to Tupac. She was smoking though.
Possibly so. Yeah,
she was smoking. 100%. She was. Huh? Montel?
Yeah, I think Montel's still alive. He had a lot of health
issues. That's why he started coming out saying he was smoking because he had, I forgot what he initially got diagnosed with it, but he said the marijuana was helping him with it. But she smoker too. Then I believe that because she probably is laying up smoking, but just because you smoke don't mean shit. Like you got that pasty white dude, like. You got a pasty white dude, so I know you ain't listening to no rap. Like y'all don't even listen to music. If y'all do, it's some old classical shit to try to make yourself seem smart. That's what rich people do. I listen to class. That shit's stupid, nigga. And half of the classical dudes was black. There's rumors they say Beethoven might have been black.
I could believe it. I went to was it Austria? Was that where Mozart or who the fuck was from there? I can't remember. I think it was Beethoven or Mozart from Austria. Also, where Arnie's from, and also where Hitler.
Most of the Aboriginal people from everywhere is black though.
Yeah,
the Aboriginals in Australia, they black. They
not Australia, Austria.
Europe. Austria. Oh, Europe. Yeah. Oh, I thought you said Australia.
It's so bad that when you go to the gift shop, it says we're not Australia. They have T-shirts that say that it's Austria.
Yeah, because they shouldn't even change it.
So
they should have never named it that. Yeah, that shit is similar. But yeah, I know where Austria is.
You heard your boy, the Canadian actor Matthew Perry passed away.
I knew he OD. They try to say he drowned, nigga. Fentanyl got him. Stop capping, nigga. Y'all, I knew that off the muscle. Because the reason why I knew because he been had a battle with the coke from a long time ago. So I been knew that. Like, yeah, the fentanyl got him, and he just died in a pool.
In his hot tub. That's what got Shock G too. Fentanyl.
Yeah.
Shock G from Digital Underground.
Yeah, that's what's getting everybody. That's what every time they don't really want to tell you what happened. Bob Saget, fentanyl. His family try to say, "Oh, they nigga, the fentanyl got him." Cut it out, like all these. They say what happened to him. That's what happened to fentanyl getting. Leave that. See, this is the thing, right? For some reason, most of these people that's dying off the fentanyl is from the coke, though. It ain't even from the dope. It's from the coke. It's something with them sniffing it, or maybe whoever's doing it, they cutting it wrong or something. But it's something with that coke.
That's what it is. They're cutting it wrong. They're trying to maximize their profits by lacing it with fentanyl, and they're misgauging it and causing people to die. Like I think some people
remember the Mexicans cutting it with it's already cut with the fentanyl before you get it, and then you cutting it some more.
Still cutting it even. Oh no, shit.
That's what's going on.
Like, what's her name? What's the white chick that was she died back. She was like from the Jimi Hendrix days. She was a soulful white broad. She died from a bad batch of heroin that they sent around. I could see her in my head. I hate this. Fuck. She was okay, here we go.
That's before my era, man. That's way before.
It's before my era too. It was before my era.
You went to Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. And they're saying that even Jimmy's death is sus.
All them dudes be getting high, man. It should be.
Oh, she's part of the 27 Club. Hold up.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know this for real.
The 27 Club is a group of famous people that all died by the time they were 27, usually drug overdoses and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of those. What? It's probably an endless list of them niggas, because
they got the 27 Club got its own Wikipedia page. I'm opening now.
It's like a whole list. It's probably endless names up there because I could think of like 10 niggas that died before they was 27. Now, especially it's probably worse now.
They done added XXXTentacion to this whole.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably worse now. Like it's mad people that die under 27. Mad people like.
All drunk,
Pop Smoke, all of them dudes died under 27.
Unknown, traffic accident, high blood pressure. Who the fuck died from high blood pressure before 27? But it's an old dude in 1918. Let's scroll for drug overdose. Yeah, they go back to 50s, 60s. Gerald Ward, Jay Groovy. I need to get to the 70s. Oh, this is in 2012. I need to be in the 70s to find her. Janis Joplin, that's her name.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Janis Joplin. You heard of her before, right?
Yeah.
She was an influential. It's the weird thing about her. If you read her biography, it's so sad. She was just looking for love, and then she finally found a motherfucker that was gonna love her. And then she was taking a one last tryst with the heroin allegedly, and wound up dead next to her bed and not showing up to gigs. And they went looking for her, and they found her in her room in her panties and bra dead next to her bed.
Now, I ain't gonna lie though. I think this fentanyl killing more people than the dope was. This shit killing everybody.
Well, here's the dude. The dope that killed her was mixed up. It killed like 10 other people.
But this fentanyl killed way more than 10 people, dog. Like, I know more than 10 people that died off fentanyl right now.
Yeah, heroin killed tonight. This chick died.
Say what?
Tonight this chick died. That it was just happened to be that night 10 other motherfuckers got killed off the same batch. This dude, this actor right here, I remember this guy. He was born in 76. His name is Jonathan Brandis. He was in a bunch of movies. He died.
Wait, you said 10? You said 10 people died in the same day?
10 people died the same night from the same batch of bad heroin that Janis Joplin.
Look,
died.
I'm gonna show you what's wild. It's a comedian named Fu Quan, right? That nigga OD. He OD'd in a hotel with 6 other niggas. Everybody died except for one white girl. They all overdosed though. Everybody. Off of the same batch. Like they was all sniffing the same coke. They all OD'd in it.
Somehow her tolerance was above, and she was able to.
Everybody else died. 5 people dead. She the only one that lived. She the only one that lived.
Yo, there was groups of young kids that tried some shit that was laced with heroin, and all of them died. They just found them all dead at their parents' house.
That was pure shit.
That's just no joke. There's a dude named it's a Russian rapper. I don't even know who this is.
What's his name?
Murder Killer. He died from an asthma attack or provoked by use of alcohol and antidepressants.
Culture appropriation. How you gonna name yourself murder? But he probably was he Russian. He probably really was murdering and killing shit.
So then how old was MO3 when he passed? He should be on this list.
What, Mo3?
Yeah.
Mo3 was like 30, I think.
Okay, so he was past 27.
Yeah.
This is like
Nipsey was like 33, I think. Like most of them.
Yeah, Nipsey was the same age as Jesus. They were saying he was the ghetto Jesus. Some people were saying because the way he was
tripping. Nigga was tripping.
So some people started to talk shit about
Jesus.
Some people
Nipsey was a solid nigga. He was definitely solid. He definitely was a super dude solid nigga.
I probably mentioned this before, but you realize like where Nipsey is buried in the cemetery, right around the corner from him, Paul Walker's there too, in the same cemetery, walking distance from each other, like right crazy. Around the corner. Yeah.
Paul Walker started thinking he was motherfucking Brian O'Connor for real.
Well, he wasn't driving; it was a rich nigga driving.
To slow down. I don't want to be
He should have slowed down.
I'm telling you to slow down. I don't even want to be in the car with nobody driving that crazy fast.
And I don't think Paul knew he was going to try to like push it because he got in the car, or maybe Paul told him to push it. We don't know, but I don't think it was supposed to just be a car riding around the corner. And I don't think they updated the tires. They didn't have good.
Did they both die?
Oh yeah, they both got burnt to death, bro. They both passed. Yeah,
and to me, that's like one of the worst ways to die, dying in a car, dog. Like, man,
that's one of the reasons the Tate brothers, like Tristan Tate, don't like fast cars. Andrew does. Tristan won't let Andrew go on a car ride without him being there because he say ain't nobody gonna try to fight to save my brother's life harder than I am.
Yeah, so I ain't with that shit neither. Like I'll buy a fast car, but I ain't gonna be driving it all crazy neither. Like that shit Errol Spence did to himself, flipping like 20-something times in a Lambo. Like he crashed again. The nigga crashed twice.
Oh wow. Yo, and that's one thing I thought is crazy with the Tate brothers. They won't fly unless they fly together. they won't do shit unless they do it together. I was like, well,
that's if superstitious shit.
No, but if both of them die, that cuts off the male lineage of that family.
They probably feel like they ain't gonna die if they together.
Well, also, they don't want to live without the other one too. That's one of the reasons they do it. Because if a brother dies, they don't want to be alone. So
man, that's
it's both,
nigga. That's too dead, nigga. That's too deep, nigga. Fuck that. One of us gotta live, like
you know what I'm saying. To carry on the family, right?
Yeah, like
I don't know how many of them have what's it called? I don't know if any of them got any sons, but they both got kids.
Yeah, they keep their personal shit super private.
Definitely, like they got a sister, and nobody really you can look up and see what their sister look like.
I'm saying they keep their family shit private. Like that's smart though, because they know they not
none of their kids' faces.
Yeah, it's smart. Smart. The public, you don't want people to use it, they just gonna use it against you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True. Try to attack you and try to hurt you.
Like sometimes I be looking at my comment section, that should be so greasy and I be just laughing. It'd be funny, like it'd be so crazy in there sometimes.
Yeah, the comment section, and you know it's gonna get more zesty as time goes on.
Yeah, the more people, the more crazy it's gonna get. But you just don't get in there arguing. Keep it pushing, man.
Yo, I've been commenting in different sections, see how many times I can put a comment that gets some traction, and it's crazy because some of them do. Like one of my best comment sections, I forgot what I said is crazy, and that motherfucker's up to like 5,800 likes.
Yeah, because in real life, some people be in them comment sections like they be on social media. They'll just be in there having whole conversations with people. It'll be like that.
I never paid attention to it until you told me. Then when you told me, I started like fucking around with the comments, and that's actually how I got most of my followers on TikTok. I just commented in people's section, and I went from like 150, 200 followers to like over 1,200 followers in a short period of time. I went from like not having any followers to getting a bunch. Now I've been at like 1,300 since. I don't post content, so it doesn't grow really quick.
I ain't getting no more social media. That's it. Like I can't be with this. Like, so that shit is for the kids anyway. Like that TikTok.
Yeah, true. TikTok is for the kids.
Yeah, and I ain't up there searching for no porn or no shit like that either.
Yo, the only thing I could tell you, man, if you see a girl on TikTok and she behaving a little zesty and a little out there, go check her Twitter out, man. You can see her whole butthole.
Oh yeah, I ain't going on TikTok. Like I got a Twitter though. I be on Twitter sometime. Like
I be on Twitter too, man. We could stream this on Twitter. I've done it once. I haven't really.
Twitter's a wild place.
Twitter's crazy. I did not know that you could do all that crazy shit. You say the right combination of words to get you banned, but you could post a picture of your anus every day and be fine.
Yeah, Twitter is a wild. Twitter is like one of the last social media sites that have just allowed a bunch of ratchetness for real. Twitter is crazy.
Yeah, they thought it was coming to an end once.
Nah, I knew it wasn't. Twitter got a fan base. A lot of people, millions of people, still be on Twitter, and then you gotta remember, like probably like last year last year, Nigeria just lifted the Twitter ban, so you got all them new Nigerians up there. So that's a whole new crop of niggas up there. Like,
and that's what's crazy. Like at the numbers of Twitter active users at the time when they kicked Trump off that shit. He had 1/4 of their whole active user base following him.
Mm-hmm.
So that was huge when they kicked them off.
Yeah, because Twitter got a lot of racists up there too. Because let's be clear, Trump fan base is racist. Like most of his fan base.
His fan base became that after he ran for president. Before that, he was cool with everybody.
Yeah, he was cool with that, but I'm talking about like the Trump. He all them followers before he ran for president. I'm talking about like his presidential fan base. Most of them is like the racist white people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though he got a lot of other people that's his fan, but I'm saying generally speaking, like if you say you're a Trump supporter, most people think you're a racist white person. Like, you know
Yo, what this is what Andrew Schultz said one day. He said, "Yo, if you want to make your life interesting, wear that MAGA hat outside your house because it's like you chose violence
Fact.
to wear
this word on everything. This is what I'm saying about the internet, right? I have never seen nobody wear that hat in real life ever.
Me neither.
Nowhere.
Never.
I've never seen that hat nowhere.
I stand corrected. One Hispanic nigga wore it on a conference call for my job, and they told him to take it off.
Oh, he was just he was trolling.
Yeah, he was.
He was trolling. He was trolling. Yeah, but I'm saying like in real life, like just walking around, I've never seen that. Like never. Like driving in a car, I've never seen nobody with that hat on. I've seen people with Trump flag. My neighbor was a Trump nigga. But he died in his house.
Most of the folks at my job, all the most of the people were like Biden or Hillary supporters, and then only a handful of Trump supporters were there, but every single one of them was black.
The Trump supporters?
Yeah, around my job and shit. And they still kept that shit quiet. They kept it quiet. They didn't tell nobody.
Yeah, I just think black people getting tired of the Democrats doing a banana in a tailpipe.
Yeah, but honestly,
think tired of it. Like
they should have been tired of it well before. Like the only reason Trump got elected because people was tired of the banana in the tailpipe, and then they put the banana right back in the tailpipe by putting this dude.
Because Trump. See, the thing with Trump was Trump realized his fan base was, and he like played to it a little too much. That's why we ended up with Biden. People didn't give a fuck who he got after Trump. Just get him out of there. That's a lot of people doing that shit.
They didn't vote for Biden. They voted against Trump.
Yeah, they were just voting against Trump. Like, cause niggas know Biden, the old racist white dude. Like niggas, come on, man. Come on. Biden is a part of the reason all the black they was locking up so many black people in the late what that was the 90s and the 2000s.
They said he even bragged about it. He said every major criminal justice law he had one thing in common: the Joe Biden signature. So all the crack convictions,
all that shit. Yeah, Joe Biden is the old white racist white dude.
And most of my friends, especially older black folks, they understood. They said there was something that needed to be done during the crack time. That's why he did it. I just can't.
No, it didn't need to be done. So, all right. So why they ain't doing that now?
Because
niggas don't do drugs no more. Most of them is white. That's why most of the drug addicts is white. Niggas ain't doing drugs like how they used to. It ain't no crackheads out here like he used to. So now they looking at drug like it's a medical thing now. Now they need help now because they white. The fentanyl is killing white people. It's killing black people too.
Oh, it is, yeah. But
see, I'm gonna show you something, right? You notice how when something killing them, they try not to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
That fentanyl fucking them people up, dog.
Oh man, I know. Like, I mean, we've lost family members to that bullshit too. But I know, like my homeboys, I got friends. They lost like their brother, and it's all like counterfeit shit. They're sneaking it in.
And them niggas losing a whole family, damn near their whole family to that shit, like on some
it's
shit.
horrible.
Like, with niggas, and don't get it twisted, black people dying from it too. But that shit is tearing they ass up. That's whole family.
That's what took Prince, counterfeit fentanyl pills. He thought he was getting perks or some other shit.
Yeah, he started it.
Hmm?
He started it. I never heard about fentanyl until Prince died from it. And then all of a sudden it started being in the coke.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard about fentanyl until Prince started.
He bought awareness.
And you started seeing fentanyl everywhere. No, it wasn't around.
No, it wasn't.
No, I'm saying they wasn't putting in coke and dope and shit like that. That shit wasn't around.
It was killing the pills because Mac Miller just died before Prince, and he
didn't. He died before Prince.
I swear he did. Hold up.
No, he didn't. You better check this. I'm telling you, Prince was the first fentanyl nigga. I never heard about till Prince. Prince was first. Mac Miller and all them niggas died way after Prince.
Oh, really? I think you're right.
I'm telling you, I'm right. Prince. I never heard about Prince. Nigga, I know firsthand Prince was the first nigga. They know, like, because I seen it firsthand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Mac died in 2018, and I think Prince died like 2017.
Hell no. Prince died like 2012 or 20 something like that. 13. When Prince died.
I brought up the wrong. This shit. Here we go. My guy. Oh, he died in 2016.
Yeah,
Prince
I know
died
it was something. Yeah,
Mac
but
died in 2018.
Prince was it was no fentanyl nowhere. Like no fentanyl. And Prince, remember, Prince was doing just fentanyl. He wasn't getting high off no black market drugs. He was just doing fentanyl.
He wasn't. No, he was. It was counterfeit pills that had fentanyl in them that killed him. He wasn't.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, counterfeit pills. It wasn't. He wasn't like straight up doing it. At least that's what I saw in his autobiography.
I thought he was just doing the fentanyl. Like,
nah, he was supposed to go to rehab. His next step was going to rehab, and he almost died on a plane. And
about some pneumonia or some shit. They said he had.
And then he passed out in his own elevator and was dead, which is crazy.
Yeah, that Prince shit was crazy. That Michael Jackson and Prince shit. That both of them niggas died of overdose.
Yeah, Mike got hit with that Propofol. They said if it wasn't for Propofol, that whatever that shit was, he could have lived. His heart didn't live what? He could have lived a long time. His heart didn't have the arterial hardening of a normal 50-year-old man. His heart was like the heart of a younger motherfucker.
Yeah, because he ain't do shit. But the nigga used to sleep. He used to be sleeping all the time. The nigga used to be sedated. Mm-hmm. Man, Mike, they said when Mike died, that nigga was like 110 pounds.
At 5'10".
Little, mad little. He was skinny as shit. Like, yeah, Mike wasn't gonna live to be no old nigga. Mike was abusing his body, man. That's some niggas. That's some people just saying shit, man.
Well,
Nobody.
The medical practitioners that weighed his heart said his heart looked like the heart of a younger motherfucker.
Yeah, what about the rest of that nigga? Oh. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, it said here fentanyl led to his overdose was containing counterfeit pills.
What'd you say? I didn't know that. I never knew that was counterfeit pills. I thought he just was taking fentanyl, like how Mike was just doing Propofol.
But
Mike was going under the Mike was wild.
If you gonna do drugs, you want to have a physician. That should give you a better chance of living. This motherfucker did it the right way.
You getting sedated, nigga. You going under surgery juice.
He had a doctor. Should have gave him a better chance of living, dog.
Man, that shit Mike was doing was insane, man. I ain't got that shit Mike was doing was crazy. Like,
I remember they was talking
under sedation.
They was talking to Mike about concerts, and a lot of times the concerts he did was so grueling, and he ate finicky. So there's one time he worked himself to such poor health that they flew in a chef that they knew would make food he liked. They paid this chef.
But you see how they said he worked himself in a poor health? Mike was gonna die early anyway. Mike wasn't taking care of himself, man. Mike looked it crazy before the Propofol got him. He was already going through something. Like, he was mad skinny.
Yeah, but he had
crazy nigga.
And they was putting him up to do that concert because he was already done. He didn't like doing concerts.
So who was putting him up to it? Like who?
Oh man, multi-million like corporate companies that the This Is It concert was going to be huge.
But he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, he kind of did if he wanted to work off his debt. Even though he already had
he was broke.
You know, even once he died and they sold off a bunch of his assets and paid off all his debt, there was still over $600 million left.
Mike was spending. Mike is proof that you could go broke off any amount of money. You could have anything and still go broke.
Yeah, but the smart thing about Mike is Mike bought the rights to the Beatles catalog. Yeah. And he started buying people's publishing. He started doing shit. Like even Paul McCartney, when Paul McCartney explained what publishing was, Mike goes, I'm gonna buy your publishing. He was like, you can't afford it, nigger. And then he bought that shit. And Paul's like, call him yo. And then Yoko Ono, John Lennon's wife, she was cheerleading for Mike because at least someone had it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start seeing Beatles music and car commercials. Mike was getting a bag dropped on him every time that shit played. None of the Beatles were getting no money. Mike was getting money.
That's the one thing with that music industry. It's like nobody end up with no money. It's like they just.
You heard P. Diddy gave everybody their publishing, man.
That was after he said that most of them niggas said their publishing ain't worth shit no more. Who playing? Only one publishing worth something is Biggie.
Damn.
Who else publishing? All the rest of them niggas publishing ain't worth shit. They don't be playing them niggas shit nowhere. Where you be hearing it bad? Think about it. Where you be hearing Bad Boy like outside of Biggie? Where you be hearing that shit at?
I mean, you got a point.
No commercials, no nothing. Like, so you ain't gonna make no money off it. Like, he done made all the money off it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You seen the podcast with Cameron and Mace?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's kind of entertaining.
Yeah, that shit's funny. one thing with Mace and them niggas and Cam, them niggas always gonna make sure they get some money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they were talking about when Mace was popping, he would meet a girl that wanted to get up another day. Then Mace would tell him, yo, it's either today or it's not ever. We not promised tomorrow. So if you done ask some cheeks today, or we ain't ever going to.
Yeah, you gotta think tomorrow I might be on the road. You might not never see me again.
Yo, and Cameron was like, this nigga telling the truth. That's what he used to do. He was an impressive little nigga.
I'm glad. One thing I will say, I'm glad them niggas had squashed their beef though.
Yeah.
Like the Cam and May shit, that shit was going on. Like, come on, niggas. Y'all niggas beefing. Y'all was kids. Y'all damn near 50 years old now. Like,
I be forgetting that our artists are that old now, man.
Yeah, them niggas. Oh shit, if I'm in my 40s, them niggas way older than me.
You know? And you was the baby of the crew.
That's I used to tell people way older than me. Like,
you take Terrell to a New York City cypher on a skyscraper. We up the top of the building, and he like 14 years old, holding his own with grown ass men freestyle. The motherfucker's like, yo, this little nigga fire. He was killing it, man. I was like, yeah, he was always. I said, but you always was like a old nigga trapped in a young dude's body for the most part.
Yeah, yeah. I never really hung around niggas my age for real. Like, you know even when I was mad little, I still was hanging around niggas older than me.
Yeah. This is true. I think we at the 1 hour and 42 mark. We probably could shut it down for now. How you feeling?
It's up to you. Shut it down, man.
We can shut it down. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, thank you for coming to this another episode of the Hard Pause Podcast.
Hard Pause.
Appreciate you folks coming in. If you're whatever platform you're coming in on, please make sure you're hitting those follow buttons on all those circumstances and come back anytime. We do it every Sunday at about 5:30, 6 p.m. Please always come back and holla at us.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Yeah, they know what we can.
Shit, that wasn't even on music. I don't know why they keep